Are you on the Cisco TV yet?
Yeah, I'm in.
Okay, nice.
Just waiting for it to start, really.
Yeah, waiting for 2 more players.
Let's see, who's the missing player on BX3? The missing score would be Mickey's.
Yeah, I would guess so too. If I'm not mistaken, I think BX3 is having a replacement for the team this time.
Yeah, it seems as though Callie is not playing. From what I heard.
But Temp.no has every player needed to start, and as we saw on Demerge last time, Day was practically the best one with the orb.
Well, yeah, he's a seasoned player, isn't he? He's been playing for so many years.
Yeah, yeah.
Probably a hardcore FPS player since Doom 1.
Yeah, I would assume so. So just wait. Who's the replacement for BX3? Is it?
Well, to be honest, mate, I don't think they know yet either. I'm sure they do, but I haven't been informed who's playing for them as their step in.
Yeah.
But I'm sure whoever it is, it's going to be a guy who knows how to headshot people.
Yeah, it's a bit too late to go for the team chemistry. Just since they've only had 1 day to know. Other than that, BX3 has been practicing a bit, as I've seen. I don't know about Temp.no because I don't have any of them on my Steam, so...
Well, not easy to stalk them if you don't have them on Steam.
No.
I would guess they have been practicing quite a lot for this. Leading up to the grand final, maybe they didn't play as much as they should have, but for the grand final, facing off against BX3, I'm presuming they've put a lot of work into it, at least the strategical side of things. I know some of the players of Temp don't really have a lot of time to sit online and play deathmatch 24/7, but I do know that some of them appreciate putting down strategies, so I would guess they got something special planned, and not just the normal gather push through apartments and the ramp.
Okay, so we've just been informed that Taki is going to play for Kala as a replacement, and a pretty stable player, I would say, so you shouldn't be any problems with that. Yeah, also I would say that the Norwegian teams that consists of only Norwegian players has what you can call like a special playstyle or movement and everything when it comes to the different players they play with, of course. So I don't know if they have anything set up for like a special team like this with a special playstyle. As we've seen, both these two teams is quite different when it comes to everything.
Yeah, I would agree, but I just still think that Temple will have a lot of set strats for the T side of Mirage. To be honest, having played with Leffa before, I know that he wouldn't feel comfortable really going into such a big game without having set strategies to go through and to. I think they've pretty much practiced it into perfection. I might seem like an absolute stupid, like, no clue guy at the end of this match, but knowing most of these players on the server, I'm pretty sure that Temp will be the team with the most offensive strategies.
Yeah, I agree with that. Looks like they're waiting Mirage, which is, I don't know. Mirage, BX3 doesn't seem... They seem to be pretty good on Mirage last time I saw them.
Yeah, well, it's BX3. They're going to be good on pretty much every map, but They might not feel comfortable playing it. I did not see who Vito it was for me. All right. I'm not sure what kind of maps they would want to go for. Maybe they want to go for something as easy as Dust 2, considering they got a step in on their team. So it's a lot easier to get down at least the CT positioning on maps like Dust 2 is a lot easier to do on the fly. So I would presume that BX3 would want to go for Dust 2 as one of the maps here.
Yeah. Dust 2 seems like a map they would have done good too. And there we go, there's the change. Oh. Mirage again.
Alright then.
I guess we'll see first map. Or not.
So I have to ask you, what's your prediction for this game? Not knowing the maps, who do you think will win and what will the end result be?
To be honest, watching and streaming Temp.no, I would say they're gonna win. And
really? Alright.
Yeah, and also BX3 are playing with a replacement, so I know everything comes down to the map, because Day has done such good when it comes to his individual skill, when it comes to his aim with his AWP. I don't know if he will be AWPing at all this game, but I would predict so. So yeah, I would definitely say Temp.no.
Alright, that's pretty interesting, because I'm going to go for BX3. Also, I put all of my HLTV money on them.
Oh, yeah.
Betting on this game, so they better pull through. No, I'm just kidding. It's going to be a close game. It's really hard to call for me, but just like looking at the overall, like all of the players on the server, I just can't help but feel that BX3 has the strongest team. But I have to admit that I haven't been following the league that much. There's just been so much going on on a European level in CS:GO.
Yeah.
So it's hard enough to keep track of all of those tournaments as well.
Now, as we saw, it was quite a while ago. I think it was 3 weeks, and we saw what was it? Fish demolishing BX3 on D train with 2-16. Now that's something that's just gonna leave me where if something goes wrong on one of the maps, the same thing that went wrong that game, Temp.no is just gonna take the victory. Like, everything can go each way now. It all comes down who can hold the best positions and the angles and such.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot down to individual performance, no doubt. But yeah, I have to agree. It obviously comes down to the maps. Also, if we were to see something as something like Nuke or Train, it's going to be beneficial for Temp having 5 members who's actually from the team, having practice strategies and stuff. But going into those unbalanced maps with a step in is always going to be a lot more difficult getting rounds on that T side. So for me, it just seems weird that BX3 wouldn't veto maps like Train and Nuke.
Yeah.
But for all I know, they've been practicing or playing a lot with Taki, which I haven't seen, but they might have played with him a couple of times. It might just not be a one-time thing, to be honest. Alright, I'm just looking through the chat here, trying to figure out what map. Are they going to play Karsh as the second map?
I don't think it's listed. Maybe it is.
No, okay, they start talking about Prodigy and Vertigo as well,
Yeah.
so I'm going to guess that they're just having a little bit of fun here in the chat. But can you see anything? Oh, there we go. All right, I've had a black screen
Oh
for
yeah,
5 minutes.
you gotta fly out of it.
Yeah. All right, so we've got Mirage for the first map then, and I'm going to presume that there's going to be a knife round here. Rod is calling out for the knives. And what's your opinion on Mirage? Would you call it a CT map, or would you call it balanced or T biased?
I would probably say it's a T map, to be honest, because it's a far way for the CTs to rotate, And it all comes down to if T's really want to commit to one bomb site. And if they do like one of those exploding rushes, it would just be too much for their rotate. They also gotta land the kills, of course. But yeah, if they manage to get an opening to somewhere, it's gonna be a huge rotate for the CTs. And if they can get on the site, it's just gonna be after plant and just around.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I would agree with that. That's also what we pretty much called out on at the ESH Mad Cats tournament, which happened in Vienna. But what we saw was a lot of CT, a lot of the teams getting a lot more rounds as CT on this map, which was quite surprising because it might not be a huge distance between the two bomb sites, but you can't really scope from one site to another like you can on Dust 2.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a lot harder for the CTs to help out with the other side. But yeah, we saw the BX3 team win that knife round, and yeah, they do decide to go for CT first. So maybe they feel a lot more confident playing CT, being a bit of a mixed team and all.
Yeah. I don't know if they will just go for if they have anything like CT tactics at all, since they have one replacement. I don't know if they have informed him of their tactics, if they have any, if they just go for it at one time.
We'll just have to see, really. I'm pretty much in the dark.
Let's see, it's gonna be an A push.
No kills just yet, and the bomb is down, so it's going to be a pretty hard retake here for BX3. One goes down of the hands of Paul in Magic. Moan replies onto Moby. Sentries then gets the kill onto Mickey. Sentries gets the second kill. And Vespa brings up the it's down to 4 versus 1, and it's all up to the Zeppin with 14% HP. I don't see him winning this round.
Well, it's gonna be quite a while to run, and just gonna die instantly. I'm gonna connect up to the second server as fast as possible. There we go. Yeah, guys, I noticed it was some lag on the CSGO TV, so just gonna change it really quickly, and here we go. Here we see Day going on in the middle. They are going to try to push up middle. Day going huge here with his PM, with his SMG. Gets taken down though by the green box right after. And we see a really weak middle push. We see no angles being taken. They didn't manage to get up on top of middle with anything.
Let's see, they have lost quite a few players here as in this anti-eco, so shouldn't be really too pleased about that.
Yeah, and here we see Mick is just running without thinking out of connectors. It's getting taken down pretty easily, and being all alone on short with just a pistol.
Alright, I can't seem to, I can't connect to the server itself. So I'm stuck on CS, not the Go TV here.
Try that IP. See, huge entry there by Moby with his AK. They are going to push into the A bomb site. Here we see the bomb go down. Now the after plans. CTs was only PT50. And then we see a rather really fast retake here by the CTs. They are going to push up a bit. Not able to do any damage or killing any of the CT players though. And the smoke goes out. Fneen gets taken down. BX3 has 2 players in the CT connector, and they are gonna try to pick off. I don't know if they will go for the off kills here. And here comes the push. They walk up. I think they were trying to do some kind of a ninja defuse, going in a bit late and getting the defuse.
Alright, so we got the first buy round coming up, and I'm a bit curious as to who's going to AWP here for for BX3. It's going to be... Yeah, it's going to be Mickey's, and he's probably going to hold that middle with that AWP, yeah.
Doesn't seem like he's gonna meet anyone. Oh, here we go. And there comes the kill from Mickey's into middle. Now, I'm really surprised on a buy round they don't smoke out the window, because that's one of the main things most people do if they don't have an AWPer themselves on the team.
Yeah, indeed, and we see Taki bringing out the Mag 7, getting 2 kills here. It's all down to Polly. But no, Taki too strong with that Mag 7. And what an interesting choice here to go for in a buy round. It's a superior weapon close range, but I mean, if he would have to rotate over towards that B bomb site, I'm not sure if I totally agree with that weapon of choice, but he put it to good use. Let's see if he can keep on doing that. In fact, he's probably changed that out now, hasn't he? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a really good weapon, and you get a lot of money for the kills. So he got 4 kills there, or 3. So he's gonna have a lot of money.
Indeed, it was a bit of a risk investment, but it paid dividends.
Yeah.
We see Temp here just pretty much being spread out through the entire map here, just waiting for the CTs to push out to get that reply kill. But the CTs aren't trying to get that kill, and it's only it's 50 seconds remaining here, so they will have to start grouping up Temp, and they are doing so over towards that A bomb site. And but unfortunately for them, Taki is set up with an AWP here towards that pit.
Here we see the AWP kill from Taki while picking middle, and looks like it's gonna be an A push here. And then it's gonna be on 3 of the players in ramp as well. He is gonna try to pick up on top of the box. He's gonna pick up 2 more kills, and not able to finish up the last one, as it is sentries alone at bomb site as well, giving him a lot of room to play with as well. And he is gonna get the bomb down, put some money in the bank, but goes down right after.
Yeah, no, I'm a bit surprised really seeing BX3 letting the player of Temp they get that bomb planted. They were in 3 versus 1 there, and they could actually push him from 3 different angles onto that bomb site. And I mean, getting that bomb planted means a lot of money for the Temp team, meaning they only have to eco once here, and actually have quite a lot of money going into the 7th round of the game after this eco. I don't know if I agree with that decision, but in the end they get that point, they get that round, and as long as they can keep up with this valiant CT defense, then it won't matter how much money they have. He gets 2 kills from the push out of hallway. Temp now in a 2 versus 5 situation. Not much they can do there. Only losing 1 player in that eco is decent for BX3, considering how powerful the Glocks are in global offensive. The scoreline is 3-3 here now, so thus far it's been quite close. Temp only getting that pistol round though, and the 2 ecos following it. BX3 obviously won the last 3 rounds here, and I think Temp will rely a lot on Day here now with that AWP to get that opening kill onto one of the bomb sites before they decide to push somewhere.
Yeah, I would assume so, as he did great with the AWP last time. I don't know if he had a good day or a bad day, but we're gonna watch him a bit, as he's probably gonna get an opening somewhere pretty soon.
He is looking for that kill onto windows, but
yeah,
he's not going to connect to anyone there, because the BX3 lineup will know that they have so much cash on their on them, so they will know that they will have that AWP, and they probably have played a lot against them as well in gathers and whatnot, and knows that Day in middle with an AWP. Now that's dangerous.
There comes the first kill from X into Polly, and looks like Day is gonna rotate. they pretty much knows where they are. And here comes the B-App players just gonna push it, not able to do anything specific. And we have Day here on the Day all alone on the short, not able to take down Rodriguez. And here we see I think they knew Day wasn't short, and we saw a lot of flashes going on towards short as well. And I'm really surprised that Temp.no didn't pre-nade close right, as it is a really short range, and if you don't know there is a player there, it's impossible to get through it.
Indeed, and those grenades are not worth that much once they get into the site, so they really need to utilize them to clear out positions before entering a bomb site.
Yeah.
And yeah, they did know about Day coming in on catwalk there, because he got the kill onto a player on A. So just trying to hold him back with the flashes really, and Dave just trying to go for the clutch but fails. And we got a push here coming onto that A bomb site now. Fnino opens up with a kill onto Sentries, left for replies, but Mickey's and Moen just going to town here on Temp, and it's all down to Day now, and he doesn't have an AWP in hand. He's in a 1v4 situation, he's fully flashed, and it's going to be picked out in just a matter of seconds if if Taki manages to hit one of his shots. He does in the end. But yeah, that's what I was talking about. He now got a Mag 7 in hand, and when you're 1 meter away from your enemy, you're going to rinse through them like they're fucking butter. But I mean, when you go above 5 meters, it's pretty much a worthless gun. You have to be lucky to get a lot of kills. And thankfully, yeah, oh, he's in a great position now.
Unfortunately, all of them are walking in there. If they heard Taki's footsteps there, that's going to be a different story. And there we see the first kill going on. He saw some of the players entering the B apps. He is going to nade it. And he is checking close. He's not able to land a shot. And here comes the push. And Rodriguez, though, able to hold B apps pretty much good. And last player, Zay here, gets taken down. And like, their pushes don't really seem to go through. Like, they push it, they're able to get the bomb site, but still, they lose, like, 2 or 3 players, and they don't really manage to get through completely with all of their teammates.
No, indeed, they do stagnate just a bit every time they push. Well, when they push that A bomb site, they manage to get in and get into positions. They can't hold the bomb after it's been planted, but at least they get in to get the plant. But on B, it just seems as though they don't know how to get Rodriguez out of that position. Like they need to utilize their HEs and grenades a lot more than what they've been doing now, because they can obviously pre-flash that area, that hallway, and try to force their way through. But what we're seeing is a pretty passive Temp team, which seems to be baiting each other quite a lot.
Yeah.
And once again, yeah, you can just see the same thing happening now, can't you?
Yeah, the plan is to enter at the same time, the same exact time, so it will just be too much for one. He can't have 2 guns and point at 2 people at the same time.
Indeed, and they're they're failing quite a lot on these timings. And once again, it's Day now. Was in a 1v5, he's now managed to pick up a kill onto Rodriguez. He's in a 1v4, he gets another kill onto Mickis. It's now down to 3 players on Temp now, but no, I mean on BX3, but he doesn't have a lot of time here. He's got 20 seconds to get 2 kills and get the bomb planted. Yeah, that's not going to happen as he gets flashed and Taki gets that kill. But I mean, nice try here from Day getting those 2 kills, getting what he could out of that situation. And I have to add that once again we see that the CTs are getting the most rounds. So to me, it's starting to look like a CT biased map by quite much as well. But I just don't understand it, and I think we kind of agree on the points that T should have a lot more easier access to sites here.
Yeah. Here we see flashes going on. If Moen could if he actually lobbed the nade, it would have given them a lot of damage, and here it comes the nade. They are gonna eat the nades. And
Polly just took that nade through, and he was the only one who got damaged by that, and that was a bit surprising to me. It looked like there were at least 3 Ts down there.
Yeah. And I'm surprised Moen plays really close without a smoke at all. And here they come. He's gonna pre-flash it, and I'm surprised he didn't just cover himself up and wait for his teammates.
Some good anti-flashes here being dropped by Rodriguez, but not really utilizing them well. He's putting them down in great positions, but he's not pushing out after putting them down, so they're pretty much just useless at this point. And Moby gets that kill onto Rodriguez, and it's all down to Fneen, who's trying to save his gun here, but there's going to be some terrorists chasing him to try to get that gun off of him, because obviously he's got that AWP.
And there he comes, Say with a huge AWP shot. Now, I'm surprised. Once again, we see after a couple of rounds they're gonna switch. BX3 is gonna win 1 round, and Temp.no IN-League is gonna win 1 round. Now, they seem to have found the perfect opening to enter the B-bomb side, the after plant as well. But I don't know if it's a bit too late to find that out right now.
Well, what I think, yeah, is that the A-bomb site is very easy to get into as a T. It's easy to get the bomb plant as well, but it's a really hard bomb site to hold in the after plant. The other way around on B site, it's hard to get into, but once you get the bomb planted, you're not going to let the CTs get that defuse. And as I was rambling on, Temp get 2 kills onto Moen and Mikis, and the CTs are spread thin now, covering 2 bomb sites, and I'm a bit interested to see what Temp decides to do here, if they want to go for that A bomb site or if they want to rotate over towards B, because obviously BX3 has a lot of players over towards that A bomb site, but as I said, that Fneen gets taken out by Leffa. And wise decision here by Temp to rotate over towards that B bomb site after getting that kill, because now they know that the CT that was holding B would have to rotate over towards A after one of his teammates getting picked off there. And this is just going to be impossible for Taki and Rodriguez to pick up.
Yeah, they're just gonna go for the off kills right here, as Rodriguez has 15 HP left as well. And seems like he is gonna meet on Tay as well. Here, Leffa here's him in CT, is gonna pick him off. Now I think they sent Leffa out to just hunt down the remaining players, because they really don't want them to go away with guns right now.
No, that's it's a good decision as well, considering the amount of money on BX3. They want them to spend their bank accounts, because obviously having won that many rounds, they've stacked up quite an amount of money, really. So as you can see now on the statistics as well, BX3's money situation is it's not going to be good if they lose this weapons round.
No, it's gonna cost them, and it's quite unbalanced as well, as you see. So it's gonna leave them a bit of struggle if they actually do lose this map, and we see a quite aggressive BX3 right now. We see Rodriguez in middle already, and here's tons of players. It's gonna pick off 2 of the players. Seems like it's gonna back off. Day has full control. Rodriguez also sees the bomb in middle, so they're gonna have full control over that in a couple of seconds. But there comes the smoke. They're able to pick up the bomb.
Rodriguez going a bit too offensive there, pretty much throwing away the round here, giving 2 easy kills here to Temp, which makes it a 2 versus 2 instead of a 2 versus 4. And I'm quite surprised to see players like this throw away rounds by. They already got such a good advantage. They could have just left the bomb there. They were in a 4 versus 2. It doesn't matter that they can pick up the bomb. You don't want to have 2 players and that offensive without the 2 other CTs backing them up. So quite surprised really to see BX3 really making a mess of what was a good situation. And let's follow Moen now, who's in a great position, to be honest. He could easily pick up both kills here.
Here we see one of the kills gone down. He hears him walking across there.
Oh, he has no idea where where the remaining terrorist is. And they just smartly saving his weapon behind the boxes.
Yeah, keeping the weapon is really important now, even though they do have money to spend this round, or if they lost that round, like they died as well, they would have money to. He would have money to spend on a new op, but it seems like he is gonna save it.
Yeah, indeed, it's armor as well as nades and the AWP itself. So it's about 7 or 8k even. Just one more offensive round here from BX3. It pays off. They get the kill on 2 sentries, and now let's see if they can play this a lot smarter. Yeah, indeed, they are pushing backwards. I mean, just rotating back to the bomb site to play defensive. There's no point after getting that opening kill to push anymore. You're in the advantage. So you don't really want to throw that away. And Temp now, a bit uncertain about what they want to do. They're trying to just stack up in middle so they gain easy access to both